The Minnesota State Fair is a lot of noise, a lot of people. For some people, a lot is just way too much. But this year, for the first time, the State Fair is taking steps to truly be the great Minnesota get-together for everyone. Is there someone in your family who feels overwhelmed by all the sights, sounds, and smells at the State Fair? This year, there's a less stimulating day just for them. Plan to visit on Monday, August 28th. On the Kidway from 9 to 11 and on the Mighty Midway from 10 to noon, lights and noises will be minimized. The flashing and beeping and loud music on the rides, games, and other attractions will be turned way down or turned off completely. Less will be more for those with sensory processing sensitivities. So get in on the fun at the State Fair. Moms, dads, caregivers, take note. That's Monday, August 28th from 9 to noon. See you there.
The best healthcare is there in ways big and small. There when we most and least expect it. We may not see it, but we feel it. It lets us know we're not in this alone. Everyone deserves a healthcare partner who never quits. One who's there for what matters. United Healthcare. There for what matters.
It's not just another day in your life. Things are changing for the better. At Comcast, we see those changes, and we're thinking about how we use technology today to live, work, learn, and play. And we're building for the future now, so we're better prepared for the wants and needs of tomorrow. That's why Comcast is rolling out multi-gig internet speeds to more than 50 million homes and businesses before the end of 2025, making our already industry-leading network even faster, smarter, greener, and more reliable. Over the decades, Comcast has been your partner, working hard to serve your community, and will continue to be your partner. We're expanding our gigabits so you can enjoy the tiny bits that matter most.
It's time to knock some things off your bucket list. First up, travel the world. If you've always wanted to visit Hong Kong or vacation in the Swiss Alps and wondered what it was like, well, Jeanette, Yvette, and Tina got the scoop for you. These Jet Setting Divas are always at some fun and exotic place experiencing the best of what life has to offer. And each week, they'll tell you all about it. These ladies are always high-flying loads of fun.
Hey, I'm Jeanette.
And I'm Yvette.
And I'm Tina. And we are the Jet Setting Divas. Hey, ladies.
Hello. How are you all?
What's going on in the world of travel?
Oh, ready to do some traveling.
We ready to travel. Where we going? I'm packed.
You are? I ain't did nothing.
I'm kind of packed.
Everything's laid out.
We're going to Seattle. That's what we're going to. Seattle.
We're going to Vancouver. We're going to Oregon.
Cool air.
Yeah, we can out
of
this heat.
We got to get out of this heat.
We got to get out of this heat. But can you believe they got bad weather on the Southern California? Hurricanes, storms, fires. I'm like, good grief. Come on here. Give me some relief.
Always check the weather wherever you're going.
I know, and I think
when you get there,
as a team, we've been checking. I'm like, because you want to make sure that we're not going into a fire area where you know they're not gonna let you on these Airbnbs and places if there's a fire, and then storms, hurricane. We moving into hurricane season, and
you know, it always get really bad around September for hurricanes. Like hurricanes really start to come in at that time. Yeah. But they got these fires going on. I see Tina got on her Hawaii shirt. You know, it's going on in Maui. It's just crazy.
I mean, but they got thousands of people still unaccounted for. Just imagine they trying to find people in ash. I'm devastated by the whole situation because not only did the emergency management chief resign, who you made the decisions not to turn on the sirens, not to turn off the power.
One thing that we don't do is we pretty much tune out when we're somewhere. And a lesson that I've learned from that is from now on, when we go somewhere, I'll be watching at least turn the news in the morning or at night, at least once a day, twice a day, to watch to see what's going on. Maybe listen to the radio in the car, just so we can know. Because if you were there, Tina, you brought that up. If you were there traveling, you wouldn't have known it. What was going on?
I'm staying in an Airbnb in Lahaina. I'm thinking, oh, I'm on vacation. I can go out to the beach. I'm going to surf. I ain't thinking about watching no news. I mean, but you do hear sirens outside. When you're hearing them big sirens, you're thinking, oh, what's going on?
Right. Are they testing, or is this something for real? I mean, everybody have phones. I mean, it's just a matter of sliding your phone over or whatever and look and seeing the news, see what's going on. I know we don't pay attention to that when we're traveling, but it's a good idea to start doing that.
Yeah, and I mean, you just seen the footage and people saying it went from you saw a spark, you saw a fire, next thing you know, it just people getting out of their cars trying to outrun it. I mean, but it's the middle of the night. You know, they got older people. I'm just devastated that they did not have better planning. They knew that there was a fire there. It just wasn't in that immediate area. I'm just devastated because I would hate to be at some Airbnb in some remote place. We done talked about tiny homes and going to tree houses and standing out in the forest fire.
In the woods. Going out in the woods and going on.
Well, we better watch from now on. We better watch what's going on.
We gotta watch everything.
Okay, so you always talk about keep your head on a swivel, even everywhere.
Everywhere you go. I mean, because traveling is not about packing a bag, getting on a plane, and going somewhere fun. Travel, it means you gotta know where you're going. You gotta know the people. You gotta know the political status,
culture, culture of where you're going. How to act, how to dress in some places. Yeah.
You go to some countries and you don't know if they had political unrest. Next thing you know, because we went to Hong Kong and we still up here.
Right, when they
got those masks on. They was having riots.
And I kept watching that. I was like, there was riots and stuff down there. And I just kept watching it. You got to look at stuff like that to make sure that you're going to be safe, if you are going.
Yeah, especially like going into like areas and downtowns, you don't know what's closed. They having gunfire. I don't want to be going someplace and they having an all-out war. Because I was watching, I forgot what country it was, but they had a candidate that was running for a political office and he was assassinated. Because they didn't even want him to run.
Oh wow!
So it's more to travel than people think there is. You need to know. Yeah.
That's why you have to go to like those websites where you can kind of look at the go like embassy websites and just kind of go to the website so you can understand and what's going on. We do it all the time. We went to Turks and Caicos when we
and what site is that? Like the U.S. Embassy? I think you go on there and you put that I'm traveling here, what days you are traveling. So if something does happen, they know the U.S. know that you were over there, and if you didn't come back, then they know. Other than your family, but they would know.
Yes, and I don't think people realize that that's the purpose, because you go to. I know a lot of people like to go to places like South Africa or North, South, East, West Africa, different places, and you want to let the embassy know. Hey, I'm going to this, because sometimes they'll make sure that you on some text message. They got your information. They'll let you know if something happens that you need to get to an embassy. Those are some of the things that you really, really need to be aware of and do. Because I think because so many people travel and they get these little cheap Spirit flights and they go out to the Dominican, they don't think that they need to be looking, but you better.
You do.
And girl, them pilots are going mad over there. They tearing up stuff around here.
It was so funny this week. That pilot had a axe and was beating up that the little guard thing.
At the park.
I would not want to be on his flight.
He just got fed up. He just got, he probably had been flying and was just ready to go home. I don't know, but it was crazy.
Yes. But I still believe that, just like Mexico, just like every other place, people still can travel there. You just need to be aware. If you got tickets, if you know you bought tickets to Lahaina, you probably want to go to Honolulu, or maybe you want to go out there and be help with the recovery, or you maybe make it a piece.
Now, Tina, if you're going for a vacation, you're not trying to go out there and help with the recovery. So you better try to go to Honolulu or one of the other islands. That's a great option. Go to another island.
Go to another island, but I'm just thinking you could go there.
Giving discounts if you need to reschedule your flights or do some other kind of accommodations.
Yeah, and the other thing that I was kind of concerned about, those people who lost their homes, they haven't even been able to go back to their homes. Do you know realtors and brokers are already trying to buy their property? They're trying to get the land. They want that land.
The investors are already trying to buy that land.
People can't even find the bodies. But you already called it. How you got my cell phone number and I can't even get FEMA on the line?
Another story that I heard this week was that American Airlines is suing Skip Lag because they don't want you to get those Skip Lag cheap tickets. I mean, come on. What do y'all think about that? I mean, we used to be able to get the deal. We used to do Skip Lag.
What's the difference between Skip Lag and Google Flights and all of these other experiences?
No, because on Skip Lag, what you do is you buy a cheap ticket and to a certain destination, but you actually don't go to that destination if the plane will make a stop and you get off at where you actually really want to go instead of continuing your to the destination of the ticket that you actually purchased.
So if you want to go to New York and the flight is stopped, if you really want to go to Chicago and the flight is going to New York and there's a layover in Chicago, instead of you going directly to Chicago, which might be a $300 flight, you go to the New York flight for $150, and then you just get off in Chicago.
You get
off. They're
stopping
you from doing that. They're making
you just can't check a bag. You just gotta make sure you don't check.
They're suing Skip Lag for doing.
But how are you gonna do that for any other flight? I could do that on a flight on an American flight if I decided to. If I'm going to.
But you gotta research.
I get off in Chicago.
So you gotta research it. Skip Lag, it's easy to just put it in and they're gonna automatically give it to you. But we gotta sit there and research it and try to find one that's doing that.
Find it for you. But now with Americans suing Skip Lag and with American charging, I don't think you're going to be. That's one airline where you're probably not going to be able to do that. If you get off, they're probably going to charge you an additional amount. If they see, okay, no,
I think they did. Wasn't there something they did? They some guy tried it. I don't know, a few weeks ago, and they said you need to pay. They made him pay. The additional monies.
So they don't want us to get any deals anymore. No more Skip Lag gigs on American.
American trying to get all the money. They don't even want you to.
They don't want to do nothing. They don't want to pay for your companion no more. They don't want to pay for they don't give you those buddy passes no more.
And they just announced that you have to pay for your luggage if you're flying international. It used to be so-called complimentary.
Yeah, it was complimentary. I flew over to Greece and I didn't check up. I mean, I just had a free check bag through the international flight through American, but now they're not doing that anymore. They're charging. So everybody's trying to get every little.
They're going to get every penny out of you that they can get.
And guess what? People are still flying and they're going to pay the money.
I just thought about that. That's going to affect us on our flight to Mexico. We're flying,
American.
Yes, we are flying American. So we need to, we better.
Hey, you know what? We sometimes we get reasonable tickets, and we did get a good deal on the tickets, but they gonna catch you. They gonna get their money back on the back end some way, somehow. You just never know. You
just bring your little carry-on and call it a day.
And we always figure out things because we'll get one check bag for all of us and put everything. So we've done that for Mexico before.
Yeah, we've done that before. So I guess it's just a matter of let's just see how things go, with these airlines I'm like, you know what? When you make your flights available for like say Southwest, you can't do that. See, when you put it out to the broader market, you gotta go to Southwest. You're not gonna get Southwest on Skip Lag.
Yeah.
So that's why I say
Southwest ain't on none of those sites.
See, when you opened up Pandora's box, You said, hey, I got these flights. We just want bodies on them. Now we want certain bodies on them. And we want the body to go all the way where it's supposed to go from, from arrival to departure. And I'm like, come on now. You can't have your cake and eat it too.
Yeah.
And I tell you, when we even think about just, all the craziness, just imagine if you was in Alabama, which if you was on that riverboat, what would you... We gotta talk about Alabama.
Hey, I don't know the codes. I don't
know the girl. Is it throw the hand up in the air?
I think I've been fighting. That's what I'm gonna say. I've been watching and looking, but I wouldn't have actually got.
I don't think I would have fought, but I'm gonna tell you, if I saw any particular person taking advantage of any other particular person, I'm a sucker punch if I get a chance. Well, if they walk past me, I might trip them. I might, I might do some stuff. I might push them in the water or something. I'll be like, hey, she passed by me running. She fell, tripped, and fell. They ain't push her.
Goodness.
Girl, but the media, the social media has been crazy with these folding chairs and all of these signs and bat signals. It was just a social media
reenactments, and
they made movies out of it and YouTubes but it makes some not to make light of it, because it is still a situation where when you go and you drink and you're out in public, you definitely need to understand, people ain't just because you're drunk don't mean everybody else gonna take this nonsense. And they got some people that could really get hurt. Thankfully nobody died. I'm just saying nobody died in this situation. But I mean, this situation could have got really, really bad.
Absolutely.
I mean, with all of the heat, how people really hot. You didn't mess with me while I'm hot. Oh, you ain't.
That had racial undertones too, which really made it even worse.
Yeah, and I mean, but it's just so many things going on. Even with the, I understand flight attendants and people in the airport. When you see something, say something, because they say it all day long inside the airport. If I see a Caucasian man with a little black girl, I'm probably going to be like, but what do? Do you walk up to him and say, is that your daughter, your granddaughter? Because it could be.
Well, there was a case like that. There was a situation like that where there was a white woman. She was traveling with a black child, but that child was her child. Mm-hmm. And so she was mixed, and they stopped her. They harassed her. That was it on Southwest?
Southwest Airlines. Mm-hmm. And it's just always something crazy going on with, you don't know where people are. And that's why I say you don't be messing with people, because you don't know what kind of mood they in. You don't know what didn't happen. And you don't know how that could have went way left. And and then this, and I mean, just think the flip side. Suppose I was a black lady with a little white child. That may be my adopted child. Yeah. So you don't stop me. You're gonna hold me up, make me miss my flight, go through all of this harassing me, and have my child looking at me. It's
and that's
just
what
crazy.
The little girl was scared. That's what really got the woman, because they were like, "Is that your mother? Did she take you? Is this trafficking?" And she's like,
"When the real sex trafficker people are right behind you,
and they didn't slip through." Because it doesn't have a look to it. You know what? You don't know if people, they ain't giving us a bat signal like they did out in Alabama to say, hey, you know what? I'm scared. I throw a note. Every time I go travel, I write a note. I've been taken. I got a whole bunch of little notes inside my little card thing with my passport, just in case I need to drop one of my business cards and say, I am being trafficked. I don't know if they're going to traffic me, but hey, I might even give it to somebody.
No, I don't think they're gonna worry with us.
I don't think they want you to.
They don't want me. They know I will fight to the end. I will fight to the end. But I'm telling you, traveling is taking a whole nother the spectrum of you gotta what now. You in the airport on the bus. They like watch out for sex traffickers. I'm over here looking, then you're getting alerts on somebody done been kidnapped, Amber Alert. So it's like you got so many alerts and things going on, you can't even pay attention. That's how come they be overcharging you, because they be like, okay, your bag ain't fitting in the first in the carry-on.
One thing that's good about us is all three of us are watching. We're all watching the weather. Yeah. We're all watching what's going on, where we're traveling to. So we kind of distribute what with one of us on catch what's happening, another one will.
Yeah, but did you also talk that they have a new variant of COVID?
I heard about that.
And people, I have actually
heard that.
Hearing about so many people, definitely in New York, that have had it already a few times. They just went. They feeling fine. There's no symptoms. There's no fever. There's no dry mouth. No, like shortness of breath. And they are going and just taking random testing. And they are testing positive. So is the test wrong? Is it a new variant?
Weird. Oh, I haven't really been watching the news. I haven't heard that.
There is a new variant.
Yeah, I even got some text messages from family members saying, hey, there's a new variant out there and it's undetectable. But now you have to we kind of got out the mode of taking,
Are you all willing to take another one? Because I know my mom, she asked me, she said, I think there's a new variant out. You may need to take another shot. And I was thinking,
I might bring my mask with me.
I think I'm more vaccinated than y'all.
You probably are. You probably are. But I don't know if y'all
take another shot. But I kept going.
Yeah. I would even say that if I have no symptoms or I have no reason to go and take a test, I'm probably not going to take a test.
Yep. If it's like what you said with your family, they're not seeing any symptoms.
They're not seeing any symptoms.
I don't see any reason to go.
And and I've recently been to a doctor where I've taken a test, and hey, I've gone another year. I'm good. So in my mind, I'm thinking I'm probably not going to take any more vaccinations or anything like that. And unless something is like in dire straits, I'm gonna bring my mask wherever I go, because if I start seeing a lot of people, especially on airplanes, because you don't know where they're coming from, where they're going to, I'm gonna wear my mask. But then I'm also going to just survey what's going on in the area where I'm at.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
I don't think I'm gonna go, I ain't gonna just go put myself in a situation and go take a test. I prefer not to know and wear my mask.
Okay.
Yeah, I know. I'm just playing. That was a Tina. That statement is just a disclaimer that Tina was just saying. It was only for humor, laughs, and giggles. But ladies, this has been great. I can't wait for us to come back and talk about our trip. And I'm so excited to do another Jet West Coast wine tour. We're going up from Seattle to Portland, and we're all the way going up to Vancouver, and we got some exciting things planned. I can't wait to talk about it.
Cool there. Oh, cool.
So stay tuned, everybody.
Awesome.
Well, I'm Jeanette.
And I'm Yvette.
And I'm Tina. And we are the Jet Setting Divas.
Go and follow Jet Setting Divas, all social media platforms.
Tune in next Thursday when the Jet Setting Divas will tell you about another fun destination spot that you'll want to visit. For more on their excursions, log on to ShalettaMakesMeLaugh.com.
Hi, I'm Shaletta Brundage. I'm a media personality, podcaster, and a business owner. But my most important role is mom. 3 of my beautiful kids have been diagnosed with autism spectrum disorder. When I didn't know who to trust or where to turn, I found ACRA. ACRA provides home care services to families all over Minnesota. The care is not one size fits all. They know each one of my kids is unique. They listen to what resources we needed and what's best for our family. I've seen my kids grow and thrive with ACRA's in-home care. While autism is the most common diagnosis among ACRA clients, ACRA offers personalized in-home care services for people with disabilities, chronic illnesses, behavioral diagnosis, and mental illness. They work with children, adolescents, and older folks too. Find out more about ACRA at their website, acrahomecare.org. ACRA helps me provide my kids with a better quality of life. They can do it for your family too.
Summers are a great time to park it. So take time to make time in your glorious Minneapolis parks. Now when you enjoy your beaches and lakes, piers and playgrounds, trails and paths, you can also stroll through the Minneapolis park markets. Now through the end of August, there's a park market every Friday evening at Minnehaha Regional Park. And there's a park market every Sunday afternoon and evening at Lake Harriet. Meet local artisans and small business owners selling unique goods and handcrafted items created right here for you. And with every park market, there's always live local music too. August is Black Business Month, so be sure to support the park market vendors of color. Park markets. One more reason to park it in your Minneapolis parks. To find locations and hours, go to minneapolisparks.org, then click on Activities and Events and look for park markets. Your research is done and you've made the decision. You're ready to get the COVID-19 vaccine. Here are a few things to know before you go. Vaccinations in Minnesota are free, but bring health insurance information if you have it. It's okay if you don't have health insurance. You don't need it to get the vaccine. Bring your legal ID too, if you're comfortable sharing it. But a legal ID is not required for you to get the vaccine. When you get your shot, you'll get a card with information about your vaccine, or you can keep track on an app. It's easy to find the closest clinic or pharmacy where you can get your free vaccine. Go to vaccines.gov for your nearest location. That's vaccines.gov.
Children's Minnesota, the leader in specialized healthcare for kids, is here to raise awareness, standards, the bar, the stakes, the question, the curtain. On raising kids' health to the highest priority, kids need equal access to healthcare, more pediatric expertise, a voice for change. Kids need us, all of us. So let's raise them up. Children's Minnesota, the kid experts.
Do you worry that lead-based paint in your older home might be dangerous to your children or kids who visit you? Well, Hennepin County put those fears to rest. Hennepin County offers free lead tests and home assessments. If they find anything, eligible homeowners and landlords can receive up to $15,000 for work on the home, including new windows. The government banned lead-based paint 45 years ago when it was discovered that lead poisoning can affect development and cause permanent damage in young children. But 75% of those homes built before 1978 still contain some lead-based paint. As the paint degrades, it can make dust that little kids ingest when they're crawling and putting things in their mouths. So make sure your home is safe and hazard-free. Learn about testing and that $15,000 grant at hennepin.us/lead control. That's hennepin.us/lead control.
You know Shaletta makes you laugh, but did you know Shaletta Brundage can also make you think and boost your business? Media personality, activist, and comedian Shaletta Brundage founded Shaletta Makes Me Laugh to celebrate and share the best of Black culture. It's a podcasting platform. You can download 10 weekly podcasts hosted by African-American subject experts at ShalettaMakesMeLaugh.com or wherever you find your favorite podcasts. ShalettaMakesMeLaugh.com is also a production house, creating broadcast quality commercial content. And Shaletta and her team of storytellers create powerful promotional campaigns to get businesses the brand awareness they're looking for. Some of Minnesota's top businesses trust Shaletta, and you can too. Get out the word about your events and products and get in front of communities of color with ShalettaMakesMeLaugh.com. She's got the power to help your business.